This week we strike for the legendary Stripers of Hickory, North Carolina. Take a course at the one and only Catfish Academy and summon Chef Kyle McKnight for a few Hollar Mill fish that fill the appetite's dish.
Do the man.
Anglers and Appetites is coming right up. I do the catching, and Phil does the cooking.
I can be taught.
Well, sort of. From mountain streams to deep blue seas and everything in between.
Here we go. Hey!
Off to the lake. It's go time in Hickory, where everything is well crafted. A beautiful Carolina town with a rich history and an even brighter future ahead. Historic downtown Hickory boasts a vibrant music scene, and there's plenty of unique options when it comes to shopping and dining. Upon arrival, Phil decided to head to the old ballpark for a Hickory Crawdads game and was thrilled to find his doppelganger.
You know, growing up, I always thought my name Conrad was pretty unique, right? And then I met this guy. This is Conrad Lauderdale. Man, that's not even a real name. It is.
Snuggled alongside the picturesque Lake Hickory, I decided to find out what angling treasures this region had to offer. And lucky for me, I tracked down a couple of guys to help me out. The founder of the soon-to-be-explained Catfish Academy and lover of Lake Hickory, proud NC State Wolfpack alum, Steve Mole, and the Hickory City Manager, Mick Berry, who soon proved himself to be the official Hictorian fish whisperer.
This is trolling using hard baits and umbrella rigs, and sometimes these multi-baits will produce more than one fish on a line. So you're creating a hatch for stripers. First of all, you'll make sure your baits are swimming. Now see how that swims underwater?
Yeah.
That it almost creates a school of fish.
So the further out it gets, the more it goes down.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all based on weight, the weight of the lures.
Mm-hmm.
They're all 3/4 ounce, so times 7, and then the speed of the boat.
Okay.
That's what creates the depth of your baits.
All
right.
It was my understanding there'd be no math.
All right, guys. Here's my prediction.
Yeah.
We're gonna troll down here, and we're gonna see at least 2 rods go down.
All right.
Hopefully, they're gonna be some nice fish. We had 17 pounders today, so that was a nice fish.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after a little time of enjoying the views of a Lake Hickory cruise, we decided to put on our rally caps.
We're feeling good. Yeah, we're feeling. We got a good man in charge, right?
Yeah,
We got a good captain at the helm.
We may look like idiots, but he knows what he's doing.
Well, I can fool a lot of people most of the time.
And after that, Mr. Mole's prediction came to fruition, and both me and the Mick got our striped bass fix at the same time, of course.
Rally worked. Here we go. Bringing my fish with me. There he is.
Wait a minute,
Oh.
bring him back to
Come on, buddy. Come back. Oh!
I just want to get one. I don't want to get that whole mess in there.
That's the way to do this. Boom, same time. Nick, you beat me. You beat me. Yes, sir. Oh! Now, if I get mine closer, it becomes larger. There we go, same time. That's how we do it. Can't look cooler than us right now.
That's right. We got the rally caps.
Uh-huh.
We got the stripers.
Thank you, Captain Steve.
Oh, you're quite welcome. That's the way it's supposed to work right there.
Boom.
With the Striper adventure off to a good start, let's join Phil at a hip new destination known as Hollar Mill, where he's tracked down one of the South's premier chefs, calling the culinary shots at a couple of local gems. Behold, Chef Kyle McKnight.
Chef Kyle, the executive chef at American Honor Ale House. What's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
So what you doing for us today?
Well, first we're gonna make our Carolina remoulade sauce.
Okay.
It's gonna go with our tempura fried flounder, dill seed brioche. and we're gonna put up a little side with that, some barbecue baked peanuts.
What we gonna do here? What
All
we
right, so
dropping
first
in?
we're gonna start with a mayonnaise base. Then we're gonna come in with some chopped red onions, a little bit of whole grain Dijon mustard. Then we have some pickled red peppers, a little bit of hot and sweet smoked paprika. Then we have some of our house dill pickles that we make here at the American Honor Ale House. We have some fresh chopped capers, and then some fresh chopped dill. This is gonna be our basic sauce. It's gonna go on the bottom of our bun.
What's on the menu here? And tell me about sandwiches, because you're real fond of them.
Oh, I'm extremely fond of them. But our sandwiches are not just simple. See, we make all the bread here, all the condiments here. We cure all the meats. We smoke all the meats. We even, smoke our wings. And you can also, with our sandwich, get some of our house cured bacon.
He said, smoke our wings. You know I'm a wing-a-saur.
Well, today you might get to try some of the best wings you've ever had.
Of course, once these unique slow-smoked American Ale House wings were brought into the mix, Phil decided to take this chef segment a step further.
These are our wings from Case Farms here in North Carolina. So we brine them for 2 days. Pull them out of the brine, we put a hard smoke on them real quick. Then after that, they get cooled, vacuum packed, and then cooked in the immersion circulator for 16 hours at 165 degrees. I've added our smoked wing juice that's left over from cooking those wings, a little bit of our sorghum hot sauce, and a little bit more fresh sorghum.
They're gonna be falling off the bone.
We get it nice and glazed up. We got our nice glaze. It's got some green onion, Benny seeds, that's sorghum, our sorghum hot sauce. Hit you with a few little celery sticks and some Asher blue cheese from Thomasville, Georgia. Local foods means your neighbors. But if somebody's making great cheese and it's 4.5, 5 hours away,
Right.
why wouldn't I give them the business?
I agree with you.
Especially when they're small and they're independent and everybody needs a helping hand.
Oh, I think definitely. I'm gonna give you a helping hand right now. I got my wings. Back to the fish. Woo! All right, I'm gonna reel it back in because
Yeah.
I can get a little lost sometimes. So let's go ahead. Where are we going now?
All right, so we have some North Carolina flounder. Here we have our tempura batter. So we got a little bit of flour, a little bit of baking soda, some spices, and some of our spring ale that's brewed here on property.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna coat it. You wanna gently agitate it back and forth. That way it won't stick to your bottom of your basket. So we're gonna give this about a minute 15. Over here we have our dill seed brioche here made in house. Now it's fish time ready to come out. Just a little bit of black pepper. We got our bun, some of our Carolina remoulade that we made here.
Okay.
Nice big piece of fish. Then here comes our house-made slaw. It's made from red and green cabbage. It's a mayonnaise and vinegar base, kind of like a Alabama comeback sauce.
All right.
Yep. Some of our barbecue baked peanuts. So,
Okay, now you got, I was waiting on this one.
Yeah.
Barbecue baked peanuts.
yep. So think of barbecue baked beans,
Okay.
but done with green raw peanuts.
I am looking forward to this because it's, did you
Either
give
way.
me a small enough spoon? It's like, you think I'm,
Hey, a man needs a man-sized spoon.
I like the way this guy thinks, all right? I love the peanut taste and the barbecue. I thought it would not mix well.
Yeah.
This plays really, really well.
Kind of a little mind trip, right?
Yeah, well, my mind be tripping all the time, man. But anyway, normally the way Big Phil like to eat a sandwich, I gotta smash it down a little bit.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Okay. You know what? I might have to hang out with you a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
It's so good. The American Honor Ale House. Stop by, check them out.
And thanks for stopping by.
The door is open, come play outside. A destination warm and bright. Gotta get away. I feel so free in this paradise. HelloSunny. The ocean breeze and the clear sky.
It's your chill time. Let's go.
BadiaSpices is the soul of cooking. Established in 1967 by Jose Badia, this high-quality spice company is still a family business under the leadership of Joseph Pepe Badia. BadiaSpices delivers more than 350 different products, including an amazing line of organic products to 90 countries around the world. BadiaSpices, the creators of the original complete seasoning, available at your local retailer.
Back on the lake, Steve McKnight joined forces with a Lake Hickory legend, a man known in these parts as Striper Bob.
You see a bunch of fish on that graph, they're gonna eat your bait. I ain't worked since '99. I just take people fishing, and I look at them fish bite all the time. Look,
Yeah, there's a bunch.
a bunch there, but there's also a bunch of bait there with those fish. You wait till they bend the rod over to the water.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. There we go. Nice spot here, Bob. There we go, we kept one. See that, Phil? We kept one.
If somebody's jerking the bait up and down, they're not natural. If they're going up and down and acting crazy, they know better than to eat that. Go ahead and jerk it. Yeah, you got a white perch. What you got?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. I have caught smaller. All right.
But they are good eating.
Yeah, good eating. Phil will be mad at me if I throw him back, but this is not what we're going for today, is it?
Yeah.
I've already got one white perch. How about everybody else, huh? Yeah.
If I start telling you we're gonna get one, you better get your butts in gear.
Is to listen to Bob. I'm
If
learning
I
that
start
quick.
telling you, look out.
When
Here they are. If I start telling you that, you'd better get a rod.
See, that's when I panic. Yeah.
Striper Bob is the go-to man when it comes to knowing every inch of Lake Hickory, and most importantly, when he puts you on the fish, which he will, you best do what he says and deliver.
You waited too long. You have to jerk it instead of picking it up. That's what you have to do.
Got it.
Jerk it now hard. Yeah, well, you just missed that one. That's okay. Well, go ahead and jerk it hard.
Yeah.
You got to jerk it hard. Reel the handle and jerk it.
Oh, yeah.
He's taking in the other rod. Somebody go get the other rod. He's going to jerk it at once. You'll bring it over here to me.
There you go. Way to go, Nick.
You're going to have to watch me jerk the hook and get the hook in one. You have to watch me do it one time. Y'all haven't got the idea about how to get the hooks in these fish. It's pretty little fish.
Oh.
You see what I did? Yeah. I might have that fish on right now. All right.
Mick, yours is a little larger. White perch counts as a half, right?
I'm going to throw this one back, guys.
You got it. That's mine, for the record. You have a way of making people listen to you, and I like that. I learned a lot.
You got to be bossfully rude to get people to listen to you.
But in the end, you catch fish.
Jerk!
Yeah!
He hooked a big one now.
Yes, sir.
He finally hooked a big one. He was patient with it. It's taking line and leaving the county.
He's going all around.
That's right. You keep that rod up high.
Woo! Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is what we're looking for. That's 10, 12 pounds there.
That's good fish.
One penny. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's at least 10.
Nice fish.
It's at least 10, I'd say 12.
Yes, sir. Woo! Phil's fish. Phil's fish.
For Phil.
Ah, or should we let him go? Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah.
Y'all learned how to do it today, but you started off like girls, I'll be honest with you. Like girls, 15, 16-year-old girls usually.
Yeah?
They jerk about the same way y'all jerked, and
Nice.
then they jerk too early.
So with that phrase ingrained in our brains, we jerked like men and proudly delivered. Let's take a short break from Hickory, North Carolina and head back down to the land of the sun. Hello, sunny Fort Lauderdale.
Hello, Sunny.
There are indeed creatures lurking in the depths of the lakes, but the creatures of the Everglades take it to a different level. And one of the only trappers who captures and actually doesn't kill these prehistoric creatures makes his home at the Everglades Holiday Park. Meet Paul, the original Gator Boy.
2, 3. That's not. He was late on that. It should have been faster.
I got it. I think I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Get in there, man.
I didn't think he'd say yes. What's his name, Phil?
This is Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing.
He doesn't do shows really. He's like my mascot. He's got about a third of his tail missing, permanently broken rear right leg. He's got cataracts in one eye, blind in the other. He caught 2 dogs in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So he had to be removed from where he was at. So what I do is I go out and work like 60 hours a week for free for these obviously clearly very grateful animals. And I'm probably the only guy who doesn't harvest because I'm the only one dumb enough to work 60 hours a week for free. But this guy's worth $1 million to me alive. We do 20 shows a day here sometimes.
Yeah.
So the gators we use are much more mellow. It's more educational than it is that fear thing where you'll worry about somebody getting bit. Now, having said that, I've probably been bit 20 times in this pit. I've been bit in the head 4 times in this pit. It's had no effect on me. I've actually been bit in the head 4 times in this pit, which didn't affect me though. And I've even been bit in the head 4 times in this pit, which didn't affect me at all. Come on, Doug.
They run away from you.
Come on, Doug. Of course.
The boss. Let me know if you need a hand.
That's how we plant crops down here. He's one of the, I would say, more domesticated gators. People say like, oh, you can't really domesticate him. You can never trust him and all that stuff. Doug, I trust with my life. Doug, you know without me you'd be a suitcase, right? All right, just follow the script.
Can I touch the gator?
Yeah.
Doug? Sorry, Doug. Where's the safe spot?
Right in his face.
Right in his face.
I got his jaws.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. That was not cool.
You knew I was going to do it, though. Nobody believes it, but they would rather be in a place like this because they're fed every week.
Yeah.
A gator this size now, like I said, when I caught him, he weighed probably 100 pounds less than this. He could probably go a year right now with no food.
Wow.
Yeah, if you get time, I'll show you.
Phil can go 10 minutes without food.
This is just showing how the Seminoles would tie the alligator's mouth shut. Pull out a rope, a couple wraps, tie a knot.
We'll leave that to him.
The door is open, come play outside. A destination warm and bright. Gotta get away. I feel so free in this paradise. HelloSunny. The ocean breeze and the cradle sky.
It's your chill time. Let's go.
In a better place.
That looks like a shake, doesn't it? Look at it.
Back to Hickory, North Carolina, where I enroll in the Steve Mole Catfish Academy. And here's the catch.
Fly fishing for catfish. I haven't seen it before. He's seen it before because he may have invented this method.
I invented the academy, and I had tied up all these rabbit hair. You can see it, it's rabbit hair. Very easy to tie, but when that gets wet, it looks very much similar to a minnow. I came down here just to exercise and use I like the motion of a fly rod. And next thing I know, I had a fish on, and it was pulling line off. And I said,
just right off your dock.
Yeah, right off the dock. I said, what in the world? So it was a catfish, a blue channel cat. It's not a strip strike either. It's not that like a bonefish.
It's a pull.
You're coming up on him.
As Steve and I continued our catfishing quest, city manager and Catfish Academy alum Mick Berry came through only moments after the sun had officially set.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, there we go. Not only does this city manager run the best city in the area, he knows how to catch fish under pressure.
Don't talk about me being a fisherman, because then people think I fish too much and don't work enough. Wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
There's an average catfish that
There
you'll
we
catch
go.
at the Academy.
How about that? Now, why didn't you take mine?
Oh, yeah. Get some of that.
That's what we're talking about.
And I like these guys. They live a lot longer out of the water, so we can get all these media shots.
That's true. We can have our fun.
City manager pulls the city and the fishing academy
Yes.
through again.
How about that?
Saved us today, would you say, Dave? You will always have an open invitation to come out anytime you want to, because we'd love to get you on the wall.
I need it. You need me on that wall.
That's right.
I'm loving Hickory. It's great. I've been here many times before. I'm going to be coming back. I'm going to get in that academy. You just watch.
That's right.
Wait till next season. It's going to happen.
Back to the land of Hickory's Hollar Mill, to a delicious dining destination known as Highland Avenue that has risen under the culinary direction of Phil's new wingman, Chef Kyle, who is willing to take on this week's BadiaSpices Chef Challenge.
All right, Chef, since you got spices up here, man, which ones did you choose?
Well, I chose the California chili, the guajillo, a little bit of sesame seeds, and I ground up some of the guajillo chili as well.
All right, I got 4 beautiful fillets here, striper bass, I understand, and these are not the ones that David caught, right?
No, I think the city manager caught them,
The
so
city, he had to get the city manager to do his job.
I guess he knows his backyard.
So now that we got the beautiful pieces of fish here, let's go ahead and hook them up.
Yep, first we're gonna go ahead and move over here and make our sauce, and then we'll get to finishing up.
All right, well, we're gonna go this way. Hang tight. All right, you got everything in?
Yep, so we got the guajillos, the Californias, the pumpkin seeds, the water, a little garlic, the eggs, and lemon juice. So I'm gonna pulse this real quick. It's a French-based sauce, so the French make a sauce called rouille. That means rust, a little translation. So they use a French chili, and they use bread, and they use oil to make like a mayonnaise. So I just took some of my French training and inherently kind of adapted it to Southern food. Now I'm gonna come in with a Badia olive oil.
I'll put that on everything.
So I'm gonna come in with some xanthan gum, which is a powder that's derived from cabbage. Like Badia uses it in their sriracha sauce.
Okay.
What it does is allow things to emulsify and thicken at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop some of this out to plate up later.
Where we heading now?
We're gonna go over here, we're gonna start doing our vegetables and our fish.
All right, hey, we're on the move again. Come on.
This fish is really, really fresh. So here we just season it with a little bit of kosher salt. We're gonna come in with some ground and toasted white pepper.
You're gonna put this in on high heat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on medium-high heat.
Okay.
So what I'm dusting it in right now, just to give it a little crust, we have some local North Carolina cornmeal and some sorghum flour. Get the fish acclimated to the oil. You got that hot oil in there. You go the wrong way, it's gonna splash back on you.
Okay.
Got a nice little crust on the fish. We're gonna go into the oven. The oven's at 400 degrees. It's gonna be about 6.5 minutes. Our side dish, I got some local different heirloom squashes. I got some zephyr, lemon, patty pan, and Rhone Denise, which is a French heirloom. We have some local broccoli, some garlic skates, and then some of my house cured and smoked pig jowl.
Okay.
That's like the Rolls Royce of bacon right there. So we have some blanched broccoli. We're gonna go in there. I like with fresh vegetables is put a hard sear on them, keep them to where a lot of the nutrients are still there, and they're kind of toothy, not mush. So next I'm gonna go in with our squash and zucchini. I'm gonna hit it just with a little bit of salt to kind of coax out some of its moisture.
Well, while we're doing that, tell me a little bit about Hollar Mill, man, because I wanted to do this. Hollar Mill.
Oh, we do it every day here.
Oh,
we do
okay,
it every
good.
day here.
So
Hollar Mill was the Labatt hosiery mill all the way up until the 70s. It was built in the early 1930s. Then it set decrepit from the 70s until the Locks and the Neals and the Joiners got together and wanted to revitalize it. Now that this place was such an integral part of the community for so long and gave a lot of people jobs, we're doing the same thing here now with our restaurant downstairs, our restaurant upstairs. There's like 1,000 people patronizing, and it's good to see the revitalization. So I'm gonna come in with that striped bass as the tail end of it. We're just gonna take a little bit more of that Badia olive oil, more of that guajillo chili that we ground up. All right, and our finishing touch, pop sorghum.
I'm gonna help myself right
All
now,
day,
okay?
help yourself.
Put a little bit of that popcorn in there.
Get it.
Oh yeah. Do the man. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little bit more of that striped bass with that Rui.
That's right. No nincompoop.
Fooey. Hey, we've had a good time here. This was the BadiaSpices Chef Challenge, and Chef Kyle did a wonderful job. Here's the deal. If you're up in Hickory, stop by Highland Avenue, see Chef, man, you'll be glad you did. Maybe you too get your piece of that bass called by the city manager. All right, everybody, what a great show we had today. Z, I had something special for you. My man, Chef Kyle, was throwing down in the kitchen. This is what we got.
Ooh, I didn't catch that.
All right, man, you got some people you want to thank.
Absolutely, all of Hickory here at Highland Avenue, Hollar Mill. This area is absolutely gorgeous. And of course, speaking of gorgeous, Steve Mole right here. And we caught a lot of fish.
We had a great day on the water.
We did.
All right, everybody, grab your glasses, raise them high. This is what we do. Throwing a hook in the water is fun, but I like eating much better. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.